Welcome back to True Crime TV Exposed, the channel where we dive deep into the real-life dramas behind your favorite reality stars. If you're a fan of 90 Day Fiancé, you know the names Angela Deem and Michael Sami. Their rollercoaster relationship has been a staple on TLC for years, filled with passion, fights, and that ever-elusive K1 visa dream. Today, we're exposing the full, unfiltered truth. Michael Sami cunningly stole $850,000 from his ex-wife Angela Deem and fled in secret. However, after the sale, Michael Sami cunningly stole the entire amount and fled with her secret lover, Amy. Michael Sami has been secretly in a romantic relationship with Amy for the past 3 years. Amy is from Canada. Later, Michael Sami divorced Angela Deem and officially married Amy. Before going to the main topic, I would like to say, like this video, and please subscribe to the channel. This isn't just gossip, it's based on court documents, insider accounts, and exclusive leaks that have surfaced in 2025. Buckle up, because this story is wilder than any episode of the show. To understand the betrayal, we have to go back to the start. Angela Deem, a fiery grandmother from Hazlehurst, Georgia, first burst onto our screens in 2018 during 90 Day Fiancé, before the 90 days. At 52 years old, Angela was a no-nonsense woman with a heart of gold, or so it seemed. She worked as a nursing assistant, raised her grandkids, and dreamed of finding love overseas. Enter Michael Sami, a 30-year-old Nigerian man with a charming smile and promises of eternal devotion. Their meet cute? Online, of course. Angela spotted Michael's profile on Facebook, and sparks flew instantly. He called her "my queen," showered her with compliments, and painted a picture of a future together in America. Angela, smitten, flew to Nigeria multiple times, enduring culture shocks, family drama, and even an infamous cake-smashing fight that went viral. Fans rooted for them. The age gap, the cultural differences, it all made for addictive TV. But insiders now reveal that Michael's intentions might not have been as pure as they appeared. According to a close friend of Angela's who spoke anonymously to us, from day one, Michael was always asking about money. Angela sent him thousands for visa fees, family emergencies, you name it. She thought it was love. But looking back, it was the long con. By 2020, they tied the knot in Nigeria amid the pandemic. Angela fought tooth and nail for Michael's visa, spending an estimated $100,000 on legal fees, trips, and support. Finally, in late 2023, Michael arrived in the US on his spousal visa. The couple appeared on 90 Day Fiancé, happily ever after, showing off their new life in Georgia. Angela bought a modest home, and they even talked about starting a business together, a food truck selling Nigerian-Georgian fusion cuisine. Little did Angela know, Michael's eyes were already wandering, and not just wandering, plotting. As their story unfolded on TV, eagle-eyed viewers noticed red flags. Michael's phone was always glued to his hand. Angela accused him of cheating multiple times, leading to explosive fights where she tore up his passport or smashed his phone. In one episode, Angela hired a private investigator who uncovered Michael's online flirtations. But Michael denied it all, blaming scammers using his photos. Off camera, things were worse. Sources close to the production team tell us that during filming breaks in 2023, Michael would disappear for hours, claiming errands. Angela confided in castmates like Big Ed Brown that she felt Michael was distant, more interested in her bank account than her heart. Financially, Angela was the breadwinner. She earned from TLC appearances, social media endorsements, and her job. Michael, adjusting to life in America, started a GoFundMe for legal battles that raised over $50,000 from fans. But whispers of money mismanagement began. Angela later revealed in a 2024 interview that she had co-signed loans for Michael, including a car and credit cards. The turning point. In early 2024, Angela and Michael decided to sell Angela's family home, the one she inherited from her late mother. Valued at around $400,000, The sale was meant to fund their dream, a bigger house and that food truck business. The property sold in June 2024 for $425,000 after fees. But Angela had other assets too, savings from her TLC paychecks, which totaled another $425,000 from years of episodes, spin-offs, and merchandise. Combined, the pot was $850,000. Angela trusted Michael implicitly, adding him to the joint account. "He was my husband," she reportedly told friends. "We were building a life together." Big mistake. Now here's where the story takes a soap opera twist. While Angela was fighting for their marriage, Michael had been harboring a secret romance for 3 years. Her name, Amy Thompson, a 35-year-old marketing executive from Toronto, Canada. How did they meet? Online, naturally the same way Michael snagged Angela. Sources say it started in 2021, during the height of the pandemic, on a dating app called International Hearts. Amy, recently divorced and looking for adventure, connected with Michael's profile. He posed as a Nigerian entrepreneur stuck in visa limbo, charming her with tales of his abusive American sponsor, a veiled reference to Angela. Leaked messages, which surfaced on a Reddit thread in 2025, show Michael telling Amy, "My heart is with you, not her. She's just a means to an end." Amy, smitten, began sending him money, small amounts at first, then larger sums for gifts and travel plans. By 2022, their affair went physical. Michael, on one of his visa trips back to Nigeria, detoured to Canada using a tourist visa. They met in Toronto for a week of passion. Amy, described by friends as adventurous and naive, fell hard. She even visited Nigeria in 2023, posing as a business associate to avoid suspicion. Insiders reveal Amy knew about Angela from the show but believed Michael's lies, that the marriage was fake for TV and he was trapped. Amy thought she was rescuing him. A mutual acquaintance told us. Michael painted Angela as the villain, controlling, abusive. But the truth, he was playing both sides. As Michael's US visa was approved in 2023, he promised Amy he'd leave Angela soon. They planned their escape meticulously. Amy, with her Canadian citizenship, offered a safe haven. Michael started siphoning small amounts from the joint account, $5,000 here, $10,000 there, under the guise of business investments. Angela suspected nothing at first, but in late 2023, during a heated argument caught on camera for the show, she screamed, "Who's this Amy in your contacts?" Michael brushed it off as a cousin. Fans dismissed it as paranoia, but it was the first public clue. Fast forward to July 2024, right after the house sale, the $425,000 from the property hit the joint account, joining Angela's $425,000 savings. Total, $850,000. Angela planned to use it for their future, down payment on a new home, business startup costs. But Michael had other plans. Using his access to the account, he initiated a series of wire transfers. First, $200,000 to a Nigerian bank under his brother's name. For family land, he told Angela. She approved it, trusting him. Then, the cunning part, Michael opened a secret offshore account in the Cayman Islands, a haven for hidden funds. Over 2 weeks, he transferred the remaining $650,000 in chunks to avoid red flags. He used VPNs and fake IP addresses to mask the transactions, learned from online forums. Amy helped from Canada, setting up a shell company called North Star Ventures to receive the funds. Leaked bank statements show transfers labeled as investment capital. On August 15, 2024, Michael vanished. Angela woke up to an empty bed, his clothes gone, and a note, "I'm sorry, but I can't do this anymore." She checked the account, zero balance. Panic set in. Police reports filed that day detail Angela's hysteria. "He took everything. My life savings, the house, money gone." Investigators traced some funds to Canada, but Michael was already across the border. How did he flee? With Amy's help, she drove to the US-Canada border in Niagara Falls, picked him up in a rental car, and they crossed using his Nigerian passport and her Canadian ID. Border cams caught them laughing, oblivious to the storm brewing. Angela was devastated. In a tearful TikTok live on August 20, 2024, she broke the news. Michael scammed me. He stole my money and ran off with some Canadian woman named Amy. I gave him everything, and this is how he repays me. Fans were shocked. Hashtags like Justice for Angela and Michael the Scammer trended worldwide. TLC issued a statement. We are saddened by these developments and support Angela during this difficult time. But Michael wasn't silent. From an undisclosed location in Canada, he posted on Instagram, "The truth will come out. Angela was abusive. I had to leave for my safety." He denied the theft, claiming the money was his share from the marriage. Legal battles ensued. Angela filed for divorce in September 2024, citing fraud and theft. Court documents, unsealed in January 2025, revealed damning evidence. Screenshots of Michael's affair texts, bank records, and witness statements from neighbors who saw him packing bags secretly. The FBI got involved due to the international wire fraud. Interpol issued a red notice for Michael, but Canada, with its strict extradition laws, dragged its feet. Amy's family, wealthy Toronto elites, hired top lawyers to protect them. Angela's life spiraled. She lost her home, relied on GoFundMe donations, and battled depression. In a 2025 interview with People magazine, she said, "I trusted him with my heart and my wallet. Now, both are empty." By February 2025, the divorce was finalized. A Georgia judge ruled in Angela's favor, annulling the marriage on grounds of fraud. Michael was ordered to repay the $850,000, but with funds hidden, enforcement was tough. Michael, safe in Canada, filed for asylum, claiming persecution from Angela's abuse. Shockingly, it worked, partially. He gained temporary residency. Then, the ultimate slap. On April 15, 2025, Michael married Amy in a quiet Toronto ceremony. Photos leaked online show them beaming, her in a white gown, him in a tux. Amy's social media bio changed to Mrs. Ilsami happily ever after. Insiders say they're living lavishly. A condo in downtown Toronto, funded by the stolen cash. Michael started a YouTube channel, My Side of the Story, monetizing the drama with 500K subscribers. Amy quit her job, launching a blog about international love. Angela's response: fury. In a May 2025 podcast, she vowed, "I'll never stop fighting. He may have the money, but I have the truth." This isn't just Angela's story, it's a cautionary tale. 90-Day Fiancé has seen scams before. Remember Mohammed and Danielle. But Michael's heist takes it to new levels. Experts weigh in. Relationship coach Dr. Laura Berman says, age gap romances with financial disparities are red flags for exploitation. Financial advisor Suze Orman warns, never add a spouse to accounts without safeguards. Fan reactions are mixed. Some side with Michael, calling Angela toxic. Others rally for her, starting petitions for his extradition. As of August 2025, the case is ongoing. Michael teases big plans, perhaps a book or movie. Amy remains silent, but leaks suggest pregnancy rumors. What do you think? Was Michael a victim or villain? Comment below. More update. 90-Day Fiancé. Confirmed. Michael is legally getting half of Angela's assets after winning court battle. Michael Alasami wins big in Angela Deem court case. And news: Angela Deem has no money because Michael drained her bank accounts. He took it all. Angela Deem's relevancy strategy is bothering me. I will explain everything. 90-Day Fiancé. Confirmed. Michael is legally getting half of Angela's assets after winning court battle. Michael Alasami and Angela Deem shot to fame after appearing on 90-Day Fiancé. Prior to their 2020 wedding in Nigeria, they were involved in a long-distance romance for a number of years. Finally, in late 2023, Michael made it to the United States after a long wait, but they couldn't just start over and get along. Season 8 of Happily Ever After gave viewers the chance to witness Angela's continued treatment of Michael. So Michael ran away from Angela's house not long after he arrived in the United States. He claimed he had to go because he was afraid for his life. He has since taken legal action. Although Angela sought an annulment at first, Michael now seeks both a divorce and spousal maintenance. They are now arguing their case in court. Well, some good news regarding their fight has been making the rounds online, and Michael's legion of admirers couldn't be happier for him. Describe it. Michael from 90 Day Fiancé is seeking spousal support after filing for a divorce. Nonetheless, Angela desired a full nullification of the marriage. Her goal was to have him return to Nigeria. She believes her partner was trying to con her into an annulment as he ran away. However, new information indicates that Michael is succeeding. Indeed, his admirers had banded together through his GoFundMe page to assist him in paying for a new attorney. Serious claims were made by both parties in the court records. Michael said that Angela had brutally handled him and even tased him. Although Angela acknowledged having the taser on hand, she asserted that she was the victim of violence and had skin breaks as a result. Now we know something more shocking about money. Throughout their relationship, Michael sent Angela $200,000. To the surprise of many viewers, Angela affirmed this in court. The fans are continually asking for updates on Angela and Michael's court case since it is currently continuing. Angela allegedly made some stunning claims in a recent TikTok live, as reported on the Instagram site 90dayfiance.news.and.memes. Michael ended up getting half of her assets since the court decided to do so. She asserted that she had taken to holding her funds in cold hard cash. Any money she puts into the bank will be stolen, she thinks. When asked to respond online, 90 Day Fiancé wasted no time. Now it's like the player got played, since some people think it's great that he played her. Many expressed their joy for Michael and thought he deserved more. Some people even made fun of Angela for how she hoarded money. Someone commented on how certain they were that the government would appreciate such details. When it comes down to it, the majority of viewers are on Michael's side. The lawsuit has been going well for Michael, but it is unclear whether he has won or if it is still ongoing. At this point, what are your predictions for the outcome? Will Angela ever figure out a way to get Michael in court again? Post your hypotheses here. Michael Alasami wins big in Angela Deem court case. A contentious legal struggle has been going on between the 90 Day Fiancé actors ever since Michael Alasami departed Angela Deem's residence. According to current rumors, Angela may end up losing half of her assets instead of the annulment she sought. So far, here is what we have learned. Many false stories have recently surfaced on social media. Take Michael's assertions that he received half of Angela's assets with a grain of salt for the time being. That is, until the official court documents are made public. Instagram accounts Celebrity Vulture and 90dayfiance.news.and.memes were the sources of the allegations. Television season spoilers covered the story later. During a TikTok live session, Angela herself made the first accusation. The two sites featured a brief excerpt of the reality TV star's comments, highlighting her obvious annoyance. Although official confirmation from the court is still waiting, the caption of the post underlined Angela's claim. Michael Deem, Angela Deem's estranged husband, would receive half of her assets, as announced during her most recent TikTok live. She claims that her bank account could be frozen at any moment. Therefore, she now largely keeps her money in cash. The majority of TLC viewers agreed with Michael Alasami that Deem was abusive and bullied him. Having her removed from the franchise was actually the goal of their petition. It should come as no surprise that Michael gained additional backers in light of recent events. As one of them put it, good. Michael is due it after all the time he spent dealing with her. Not to mention that many others spoke up as well. Some other responses are as follows. I'm ecstatic for Michael. He truly deserves the best. The way he was treated is unacceptable and nobody deserves it. That he played her for the player's detriment is really cool. Michael gets browbeated and one could argue, abused by her on camera. He is unfairly criticized, although not for any particular wrongdoing. while Angela's confessions continue to bring her down. The beauty is overwhelming. She deserves that for slapping the man's face with the cake. How bizarre is karma? Michael deserves a medal and a hefty sum of money for everything she made him go through. Who cares? How much of Michael's money did you spend on the cosmetic procedure he strongly opposed? It is to be expected that Angela Deem was accused of utilizing Michael Ilsami's funds for cosmetic procedures. From what I've heard, he paid her close to $200,000 during their time together. News: Angela Deem has no money because Michael drained her bank accounts. He took it all. Angie Deem's ex-boyfriend, Michael Ilsami, is to blame for her financial ruin. The host of 90 Day Fiancé certainly thinks so. Last week, Angela said that Michael conned her out of all her money, leaving her with an empty bank account. The resident of Hazlehurst, Georgia, who is 58 years old, recently posted to TikTok with the heading, "Angela from 90 Day Fiancé faces court battle. Bank account frozen in dramatic twist." A voiceover in the video announced, "A court order has frozen the bank account of Angela Deem from 90 Day Fiancé." According to Angela, Michael disappeared with all of her money after she made an appearance on the video to explain what happened. "My darling, you need to quit being dishonest. Which checking account would you like me to use?" Telling her followers, "He took it all." Angela implied that Michael had drained her bank account. "I do not currently have a bank account. I don't have any funds in my account," she said, her voice trailing off as she repeated, "Which bank account?" Those who follow Angela on TikTok and are fans of the contentious 90 Day Fiancé star demonstrated their support for her in the comments area. A supporter even went so far as to say, "Sue these people for defamation." Because of this, Angela made fun of Michael's latest GoFundMe page, which he set up to pay for his legal bills, and which has already collected more than $52,000. To fund a defamation lawsuit against her detractors, Angela intimated that she would launch a crowdfunding platform, as her fan had suggested. "My social media lawsuits require a GoFundMe campaign," Angela said. Nobody knows for sure if Angela is having financial problems or not. From what she posts on social media, it seems like she's not in the worst of financial situations and probably still has a job. To start with, she is still financially able to get Botox and filler injections. Nearly a month ago, she made an appointment with New York's Dulce Aesthetics. In the past few years, Angela has raked in cash by forming social media partnerships with companies like BoomBod and Regina Leaf X. The grandmother of 6 has a background in nursing and hospice care, rose to prominence on reality TV, and now offers paid fan experiences on fan basis, in addition to making paid appearances at events. Angela sought a marital annulment, and Michael responded by requesting a divorce. Michael requested maintenance for his wife and an equal distribution of their assets in his divorce petition. In addition, the Nigerian national asked Angela to reimburse his attorney's fees and costs of litigation incurred in this proceeding, even though he had already raised enough money on GoFundMe. The possibility that Angela may have to pay Michael a hefty sum in the midst of their legal dispute makes Angela's video seem like a clever move to conceal her wealth. Angela Deem's relevancy strategy is bothering me. The 90 Day Fiancé star, Angela Deem, is trying everything in her power to avoid being fired rumors, but I can't help but cringe at her frantic attempts to return to the franchise. With the help of her Nigerian boyfriend, Michael Ilsami, Angela became a K1 documentarian. Despite Angela's best efforts, she was anything but the cheerful, kind woman she portrayed on television. So fans of the show were in for a rude awakening if they thought their May-December romance would be straightforward. For Angela, the age difference between Michael and herself was a major source of insecurity and jealousy. The prospect of further seasons of 90 Day Fiancé stopped Angela from breaking off her engagement, even though she knew Michael would eventually leave her. I think Angela stayed with Michael despite his infidelity because she needed him to keep her reality TV career going. After appearing on shows like Trisha and Maury, Angela finally found the break that would propel her to stardom and financial success. 90 Day Fiancé. Would Angela's circumstances improved if she hadn't been so argumentative? The plot between Angela and Michael might have been tedious as a result, but at least she would have been acknowledged. With the second season of 90 Day Fiancé, before the 90 Days, 2018, Angela made her debut. She continued to star in other 90 Day Fiancé shows after it ended, including the first 90 Day Fiancé, even though Michael was never able to get his K1 visa. Pillow Talk, 90 Day. The Last Resort, 90 Day Diaries, 90 Day Bears All, HEA Strikes Back, 90 Day Fiancé, Love Games, and her most recent appearance, 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After. If you believe Angela's IMDb page, she was a cast member of Happily Ever After. From 2020 to 2024, 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After featured Angela for 4 consecutive seasons, seasons 5, 6, 7, and 8. In light of her background, she appeared to be a fan favorite, even though she had a poor reputation among the audience. There have been multiple petitions calling for Angela's removal from the show in recent years. Undoubtedly, she displayed persistently angry and violent behavior on screen, and this was captured on film. It was intolerable, according to Angela, to entertain. As part of his divorce petition and criticism of her allegations of a phony marriage, Michael has even brought it up in court papers, which should come as no surprise. That Angela has been let go has not been made public knowledge, but rumors have circulated. They began a few days before the season 8 debut of 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After, when Angela chose to cry on her TikTok live about Michael's disappearance. The backstory involving Angela and Michael has left fans guessing for years, and this verified 2 major points. Even though these huge narrative twists were supposed to be announced before the series premiere, Michael had already left her and was in America. Angela and Michael's absence from multiple episodes since the season opener was predictable. After weeks of her absence from 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After, Season 8, speculations began about her dismissal around the time they did debut in episode 10, which was likely the first time a pair has been introduced so late in a season. Angela occurred to take the show's name off her Instagram bio. Even though Angela insisted she was fired, her actions toward Michael seemed to reveal otherwise. Michael barely made it out of her home over a year ago. Over the past 7 days, Angela has relentlessly criticized him on various social media platforms. According to Angela, Michael is to blame because he prevented her from starring in more shows. News about Michael and Angela's American home would have been devoured by fans. Angela would have insisted on a spin-off show about her and Michael's family life. Since he is no longer there, that will not occur. Numerous lucrative possibilities had passed Angela by, including her connection with Michael, which had been her main source of income. According to the media, Angela is a violent character. Real life is just like this. Disagreements have arisen with her closest friends on occasion, and she was once filmed getting physically violent in a hotel lobby with her friend Jennifer DeLandro. When Angela's family declined to be witnesses at her wedding, Angela's friend Jojo Disney flew to Nigeria to be a witness. Since then, they have never spoken again. On the day that Angela had 5 surgeries, she was also there to support her. Also, she wasn't exactly a trusted friend to anyone in the franchise. Patel All's co-stars have been nearly assaulted by her. Everybody save Michael has been the target of her excessive aggression. In a menacing manner, Liz Woods was inches away from her face as she screamed at him, forcing production to intervene. Despite this, Angela does her best to appear more put together by claiming to be friends with several of the employees. She is always quick to share photos and videos from her encounters on social media, demonstrating her outgoing personality. By associating herself with popular cast members, she manages to remain in the spotlight and even ride the wave of popularity to new heights. The modeling firm owned by Josh Weinstein hosted an event not long ago, and Angela was spotted there with Rob Warren. While Rob and Jasmine Pineda have been feuding since 90 Day, The Last Resort, Angela has been playing the victim card as if no one is watching. She might be thinking about returning to the program if she could just find the right co-star to fall in love with. Razlan Siokoi's comment section had multiple sightings of her. Clearly, Angela's star has been fading for some time. To reverse the precipitous fall in her popularity, she must make an appearance on television once more. As soon as Angela's Instagram postings start to receive less likes and comments, it becomes apparent. Even her detractors have ceased visiting her page and leaving nasty remarks. In an effort to generate buzz, Angela has been dropping hints about potential comebacks on other shows. It was even said that she was planning to go to Hollywood. Out of sight, out of memory is definitely the case for Angela, star of 90 Day Fiancé. Since she failed miserably at rescuing her reputation and winning over followers after Michael dumped her, and since her off-screen antics failed miserably at keeping people engaged, it appears that she was never a particularly interesting person. There's no way she can make more of an impact on social media with the thousands of followers she already has. Sharing quotes about Michael that are passive-aggressive on stories is no longer effective. No more today. What are you thinking about this gossip today? Let us know in the comments, and stay tuned by subscribing to our channel to get more updates like this. Thank you.